Hey everyone, this is Mr. Dunkel. Today we're going to be looking at how to start a new document using Office 365 and OneDrive. And there are many ways you can do it in Office 365, but we think you'll find this to be a consistently easy way to keep your files organized. So the first thing you need to do is you need to log in to your email account. And if you're at home and you forgot how to get to email, just remember you can go to the junior high school page. You want to look for the link that says Office 365 for Students, and that'll take you to the login screen. So back here, I am at my email account here. And in order to create new documents, what we're going to do is we're going to go up to the apps icon, or the apps manager icon. It's 9 little squares in the upper left. And when you click on that, you're going to see that you have like Word Online, Excel Online, PowerPoint, OneNote. But rather than clicking on that to create your document, we recommend that you go ahead and go into OneDrive. And OneDrive is storage on the cloud, and it's going to keep your files for you on the cloud. So if you'll go into OneDrive, you'll see yours may be blank. I've got some folders created. And what we recommend that you do is you create a folder for each class that you have. So make sure you have a math and an English and so on. So if you haven't done that, just click on New and go to New Folder. And I'm going to create one. We'll just call this Science. Do Create. And now I want to go inside my science folder. So if you'll go ahead and do this step at the beginning, then when you create a document, it's going to have it in the folder that you need. So whatever class you're creating a file for, go inside that folder. So now that I'm in the science folder, I'm going to click on New, and I'm going to do a new Word document. Now this is going to open Word Online, and you may notice at the top it doesn't have all the features that the full version has, but it's probably going to be able to do most that you ever need to do. Now, when you go into your document, no matter if it's PowerPoint or Word or Excel, the first thing you need to do is come up to the top. Notice up here where it says Document. If I hover over it, it says Rename File. This is your file name. So we want to get rid of Document because we're not going to know what that means a week later if we just see Document in our OneDrive. So give it a name of something you're going to recognize and remember. I'm going to call this Practice Document. And so that's how you change your file name. So if you ever need to change the file name, click up here. Now I can go down in my document and start editing and putting in whatever information I need. Say this is a practice document. And as I mentioned, you're going to be able to do most of what you need in Word, but on occasion, you're going to need features that aren't available in Word Online. So what we do at this point, if we realize we need to add a feature, like for instance, a header or an equation, there's a button here that says Open in Word. And so click on that button, and that's going to take you to the full version. Now, depending on the browser you're using, you may have a pop-up box that comes up. In this case, we're using Google Chrome, and it's asking our permission. So we're going to click Launch Application. Now, if you do check this box, you may not see this pop up anymore. So I'm going to click Launch Application. You'll also have a second pop-up box. Just ignore that. And so what's going to happen, it's going to open up a full version of Word, and it's going to go ahead and preload it with whatever we've done. So you'll see my sentence is already there. The file name's still at the top that I gave it. So let's go and let's insert a header. So I'm going to come in here and put Dunkel as a header, close it. I'm going to go ahead and insert something else, which I know you can't do in the online version. I'm going to go to Insert Equation, and let's add an equation right there. Or we'll do something like that. Okay, so I've inserted a couple of things here in the full version that I couldn't do in the online version. So just do whatever you need, get your document the way that you want it. And what you'll want to do, though, is to save your document before you close it. It's always a good idea to save often, save early, save often. Remember, you have a keyboard shortcut, which is hold the Control key down and tap S, and that will also save. But you also have a save icon in the upper left. And so I'm going to just click on that. When I do click on it, if you look down here at the bottom, you'll see a little bar that'll say something like saving to SharePoint. And so what that's doing, there it is. What that's doing is it's syncing it with your OneDrive account. So before you close it out, go ahead and do a save, and then you can just click the X in the upper right. And that's going to take you back to this little pop-up box I said you could ignore earlier. And when this comes back, you can either click this button or hit the X, either one. And that's going to update your Word Online with the changes you've made. Now, you probably have noticed we're missing a couple of things here in this view. I don't see the header that I added, and the equation that I added just says equation. It's not actually showing it to me. So when that happens, don't worry too much about that. It's actually there. It's just you can't see it at this moment. If you want to see it, all you need to do is click on View. And when you click on View, you're in Editing View. If you go to Reading View, it'll show you what the final product's going to look like. And so in Reading View, I see my header, I see the equation. So now I can go back to Edit Document. Edit. I'm going to go into Word Online here. And so if I decided, oh, I need to add something more down here, I could add more. The great thing about working in Word Online, it's going to save as you go. So you just get it the way you want it, and then you're done. That's all you have to do. So to get back to OneDrive, you can, or your email, you can click on the Apps Manager in the upper left. We see our different choices. So now I'm going to go back to OneDrive. And when I go back to OneDrive and I go in my Science folder, there's my document. And so it saved it for me, and now I can access it anywhere that I have internet access. If you do try to get back into a document later and you click on it, one thing you'll notice is this going to show you the what it looks like, the preview, but you can't make any edits right here. So what you need to do is go to Edit Document and then choose if you want Word Online or the full version of Word, and then you're back in to edit as you need. So I could come back in here and add some more. And that's all there is to it. So if you'll learn to use OneDrive to start your documents and go through it, that way you'll have everything nice and organized. You'll know where to find it, and it'll make sure it's synced in the right place. That saves you some steps. So that's all there is to it. If you have any questions, as always, just feel free to ask.